Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to Adelaide Stitches. This is my YouTube channel where I talk an awful lot about cross stitch, but today I'm here for my weekly knitting sock podcast. It's time for sock knitting and it is episode 6 today. So it is Thursday, it is the 4th of December. I was going to say November then, but it's December, the last month of the year. How did that happen? And I have two finished socks to show you today, not the same pair, but anyway, they're finished. I have a really exciting new start, some whips and some really beautiful acquisitions. So let's get to it. Let's get to the finished sock I'm most proud of. And look! So as you're seeing, it is a sock, not two socks, but that is okay. I'm fine with that. This is the Ooey Gooey sock cowl by Andrea Mowry, and it was a knit along that started last week on about the Thursday for me because I'm in Australia, and I think I finished on the Tuesday at 4 a.m. and it was to knit two socks to make a pair. I did knit one whole sock in the time and I did make a start on my second. So I didn't finish the two, but look, that's all right. I learned a whole lot of new things, which was very exciting. This is the first sock in many, many years I have done toe up. So that was definitely new. I learned the Turkish cast on, and you know what? I think the toe looks pretty good. That you can see, yeah, look at that. That looks fantastic. Then I did my colour work, which I had done in my Summerlee cuff down socks before, but you know, it's my first toe colour work, so I did that. And interestingly for this colour work, in the whole sock, I did not go up a size needle. So I just kept and knitted the whole sock, even the rib, which the pattern didn't recommend, but anyway, at 2.25 millimeter needle, which is a US one. And I am really happy with that aspect of it. I am so glad I didn't go up because I think it would have been way too big. So as this is my first toe up sock, I wasn't that spot on with the sizing. I knitted an adult small and it did turn out a little bit big for me. I think maybe I put too many rows here because I'm so used to doing cuff down. I usually come down, turn my heel, do the gusset decreases and then knit 50 rows and I'm up to the toe. Like I know that fits me really well. I tried 50 rows here and actually, including the colour work, it has come out a little big and a little long. And I don't know if that's because of the Flegel heel. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Maybe that's a looser heel on me and I need to do less rows, but I know now. And so the next sock, I think actually I will do a few fewer rows. I mean, nobody's going to know except me because I'm wearing them. They'll be in my shoes. And total strangers don't come up yet and have sock discussions with me about how my socks fit. Probably a good thing. But yes, I enjoyed the pattern. It was really clear considering I hadn't knit a toe up sock for years on how to do how to start it, how to do the different heel, and I used the contrast yarn. I'm really happy with that. Back to the colour work, which is nice, and the welts. Now I had done something very similar when I started the Stephen West MCAL with the welts, so they weren't a total surprise to me, but they took me a really long time. If you're making these socks, you have to let me know, did they take you a really long time too? I was surprised how slow I was on the welts. And then yes, I followed and did the 3x1 rib and the cast off. So for my cast off, I did in the end just use a bigger needle and it came out okay. I think it does flare out a little bit. I don't know, but I can get it on fine. So I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to do it a bit tighter. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably just continue to be a cuff down sock knitter and that's okay. But I can do toe up if I want to. And I have started my other one. It's the littlest start in creation. But anyway, there you go, look. I've got a little Turkish cast on toe. Isn't it cute? Oh, and that's the other different thing for these socks. I knitted a lot of them on magic loop because that's what the instructions seem to kind of lend itself to. You know, the magic loop method and the tutorials link, they're on magic loop. So I did do most of it on magic loop. I did change for like the long bits here and a bit here to double pointers, but then I did end up going back to magic loop. But you know, that was fine. That was okay. So that is my first finished sock to show you. So this is Admiral Schoppel Druck. I'm sorry, it's from many years ago. I don't know the color number. And this was yarn from the Blue Mountains, which is where I live. It is from a place called the Nook. It's New South Wales, hand dyed at Katoomba yarn that is on the label, and they're just 4-ply sock yarns, 400 meters, 100 grams, and they worked really well. So that was my first finished sock, which, I love the colours. I feel like it's a little bit Christmassy too. So very pleased with that. And then let's go to my next finished sock, which, it was nice to have this one finished. I showed it to you last week, and I think I'd just done the heel. So here we go, one fully finished sock. Isn't the yarn wow? So this is Hodge Podge Skeins. This is one of their Knit for the Girls promotion ones, and it is called, I write it down, I did, Fighting Spirit. Isn't it pretty? I love the reds and the purples. Look at that. And this is basically just a vanilla sock. It started off as a vanilla bean, and that's why it's got the 2x2 rib at the top instead of the 2x1, which I normally do. But as I was knitting the pattern, I realized that I love the look of the micro stripes, and I really wanted to show them off. So it just became a plain sock, and I'm really happy with that. Not even a contrast for the heel or the toe, but I think it looks really good and it feels just lovely. Hodge Podge Skeins yarns is so nice and soft, and they're another Blue Mountains hand dyer. They are in Springwood, which is just near me. So yes, I'm excited by this one. I actually haven't cast on my next one yet, which is really unlike me. Usually I cast on one straight away to get second sock syndrome. So that is on my list of things to do today. Finish the second sock. So yeah, it gets there, because I will wear this pair, especially with red boots. Won't they look great? Oh, I love these strong colours. So yes, that is my 2 socks. What else did I have to say? 2.25 millimeter. Yes, that's what I used for all of it, but that's generally what I use for my socks, and it works for me. So that is that one. And then I've got my new start, which is super exciting. So last week I got my November Hallowmas Club from Ash and Eve. And actually the Halloween part's done, so we're just up to the Christmas yarns. And it was my first time trying the club. And I just got the package at the end of my video last week. So I quickly snuck it in and showed you. Well, of course, I spun them up. Aren't they beautiful? And I cast on. So what do you think? So this actually is a Summerlee Cuff Club pattern. This is January from last year, the volume 1, and I decided to use them both together. I mean, look, I will have plenty of yarn. Unusually about Ash and Eve sock yarn, this is their Posh sock base. You get 425 meters per 100 grams, so it's quite long. I have a lot there. But I just thought they looked really nice together, and that Summerlee pattern does lend itself to putting colours together. And because they're so Christmassy, I mean, they're called Candy Cane Capers is the pink one, and the creamy green kind of tinge one is called Treasured Treats. And I just thought they looked so nice together. Now I did use some of a mini skein in the middle, and this is a Hodge Podge Skeins mini skein. It was just part of a set I bought from Fibre at Currajong. Shop at Currajong, and it didn't have a name. But yes, it's Hodge Podge Skeins 4-ply sock yarn with the Ash and Eve, and doesn't it look good? This pattern was super easy. I will say that if you're looking for a quick colourwork pattern that's really effective, like I think you just look at it and go, wow. And I plan when I wear it with boots, my boot will probably come up to there, so you will just see. This will be kind of the main drama, won't it? I love it, and I think it looks really Christmassy, which is what I was going for. So no, I'm really pleased. My colour work, once again, I still did on 2.25. I didn't change, and I did try it on. The fit's really good, so I'm really pleased with that. I did do 12 rounds of 2x1's rib for the top. My socks, I think pretty much all of them I cast on 64 stitches. Yes, for all if I can. If they're 2x1 rib and they need to be divisible by 3, then I cast on 63 and adjust it to 64 by increasing one when I need to. But yeah, no, really Really happy with that. I love the pattern, love how they look. I think they look nice and Christmassy. And yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I know it's a kind of a cheat to have both colors in the one sock. But, I might have a pair of socks, Christmas socks, finished before Christmas, which would be nice. Mind you, I think we might be getting to 40 degrees Celsius here on the weekend, which is over 100 Fahrenheit. So I won't be wearing them this summer, but it doesn't matter. I still would like them done because, yeah, I just think they're so lovely. So, yeah, and I'm really pleased I'm using another one of Summer Lee's Cuff Club patterns. I mean, this will be my third. So, yeah, that's really nice. I'm getting through them and they're such fun to do. So, that was my new start. Okay, so what else? I have done a bit more on my other, I guess, Christmas socks. These are a bit brighter. So I showed these last week. I'd finished one. Look at that. Isn't it awesome? And I had literally just had the cast on for the second one. So I took this to library this week with my son and I am still working on that rib cuff. This is unusual for me. It has a different rib cuff. So it is the 2x1 rib, but I did 25 rounds. And I have to say, when I've tried this sock on, I love it. I love the long cuff. And I think from now on, I will be knitting, when I start a new pair of socks, a long cuff because they just stay up so well and are so comfy. This is, once again, the 63 stitches, and then you increase one and make it 64. And yeah, just well, no, actually, it's not a vanilla sock pattern. This is from the Sock Project, Summer Lee's book, and it is called, did I write it down? Let's have a look. Stripes Recipe Number 2, The French Connection. I'm glad I put it in my notes. So what I was so excited about when I did this is I actually used a mini skein for the red because, you accumulate mini skeins and you're always looking for uses for them. And this mini skein for one sock is 5 grams. So that means a pair of socks should be 10 grams. Isn't that a great use for a mini skein? And it's so effective. You see so much of the color. I feel like it just shows off the mini skein so well. So I'm really excited. There is definitely going to be more striped socks in my future using up mini skeins. And the mini skein in question actually has a stellina base. It's a Creative Garage one from their Strawberries range. And I just think it's so beautiful. I love it. And the yarn itself is Fibre Lily, and it is the softest sock yarn I own. I just adore the yarn. I may have been bad and I ordered more because they're having a 20% off sale at the moment. I'm not sure when it ends, but yeah, definitely check them out if you're interested in some beautiful hand-dyed Australian sock yarn. Yes. Because it is just stunning. And I think I went back to knit this on this, and then I felt this sock and I went, I love that yarn. I need more of it. And they have, this is what I ordered actually, their December colorway. So they do a different colorway each month. It's meant to be thematic around nature and flowers. And so this month is holly. So I had to order it. I mean, look at those Christmas reds. They're so beautiful. So yes, I think that'll be kind of my Christmas club purchase for this month because I did Ash and Eve last month. And yes, Fibre Lily. But it's nice to try new things and new colors. So I'm pretty excited about that. So yes, I have started my rib cuff. I haven't finished yet because the 25 rounds take a while, but hey, I will get there. I will keep taking it when I go out with my son. I mean, that's the great thing about sock knitting. Pretty much all my sock projects are in these little bags. I put at the bottom of my handbag, and yeah, if I'm waiting, which I do tend to wait for kids a lot, I can just work on my projects. So that is really nice. Okay, so I think that is everything I worked on this week. It was definitely a leaner week, I guess, but also I spent a long time on this sock because I wanted to get it done. I knew I wouldn't get the 2 done for the cow, but I wanted to get at least 1 done, and I'm so pleased I did. And as I said at the beginning, I don't usually do toe up, so that's why it did take me longer, but I'm so pleased of all the new techniques I've learned. I mean, every part, not only the cast on with the toe, the fleagle heel, and then those welts, I thought, yeah, I felt like I'd really conquered something finishing it. And I would definitely finish the other one, and actually it kind of matches my dress, don't you think? These colours would definitely get a lot of wear. So excited about them. let's get to acquisitions. This is a quite special. So we have an Australian yarn dyer called Skein. That's kind of their name, Skein Yarns, and they are based in Coffs Harbour, which actually is on the east coast in New South Wales, like I am, but I'm in the Blue Mountains. And they have a sock club, and it is called the Sugar Rush Sock Kit. And you can order each month 1, 2, or 3, I think, kits, and then get them included with the same postage. It's up to you. But they also, they must be extras left over from the club, put a few kits up on their website. When they have someone over. So they did put this month up on their website when they had stuff over, and I couldn't resist 2 of them. So this is the first ones. I mean, look at that purple. Isn't it stunning? And it is so aptly named. It is Chocolate Sundae with Blueberries. Now, if that doesn't make you hungry, what does? But I think that purple just sold it to me. And actually, I'm going to pull the mini skein out. Hopefully I can get it back in. Look, can you see the purple specks in it? It is so beautiful. I am very excited. I mean, look, this is such a interesting yarn with all the different color variegation. I think these will probably be just vanilla socks, but won't they be absolutely stunning? So I am very excited about that. Yeah, that purple just sold me. I just loved it. It's so deep and so rich. So interestingly about this sock yarn, I've never used their sock yarn before. So it is 100 grams. You get 365 meters, which is 400 yards. So a lot less than my other sock yarns. It must be quite a bit thicker. And it actually seems to have a different twist on it as well. So yeah, but we'll see, won't we, how that works. This is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, which is another difference. I think all my other yarns are 25% nylon. So yeah, very interested to try their yarn. Very beautiful. As I said, I couldn't resist just one. And this one I felt was really Christmassy and really in the season. So look at that. This is called Mint Sorbet with Peach Candy. And it's very pretty. I just love that mint green that runs through it. I can't wait to cake these up. I had to resist caking them up because I want to show you them in the skein. I mean, aren't they beautiful? Yeah, there's just something about them. But yeah, I think this will probably be the one I cake up and start knitting first. Maybe this week. We will see. We will see. But yeah, just excited about it. I'm not 100% actually. I will use this mini with this yarn. I do have quite a few mint green mini skeins, and I love that mint green so much. So I thought, ooh, maybe I'll pair it with a mint green, and I'll save this for more when I'm like autumn. Because that to me, it's very pretty peach, but it's got kind of a depth to it, like a darkness rather than a light summer peach. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yes, to me, I kind of just felt more autumnal. But yes, very, very pretty. Like rather than see that colour, which to me is more summery. But yeah, very excited about these. And yeah, I'm sure next week I'll have, yeah, at least one caked up and started to show you how they knit up. So yeah, I think that is it from me this week. I do kind of have a plan for this week, and actually it isn't a sock, it is a shawl. I have not finished my Hockey Locatelli One Love Mystery Shawl. In fact, I didn't even get to it this week. As I said, the main part of my knitting went into getting all this done. I have realised also, I don't think I'm a person who can knit 2 socks back to back. I don't know, easily. I show you my socks in stages. So I think one week you'll see a cuff, the next week you'll see the heel, and then usually the week after that you kind of see the toe and it's done. And then I jump around my whips. And I think that's how I work, and I think that's fine. For me, it was quite kind of a full-on thing. Oh, I've done the toe, I've got to keep knitting. I've got to keep knitting the heel. I've got to keep knitting the top. Oh, I meant to start the next one. Okay, maybe, yeah. I think I'm a person that likes to jump around, and that's okay. I don't mind that. It's good to know how you work and how you can enjoy your sock knitting the most, I think. But yeah. Anyway, back to my plan. So the One Love Mystery Shawl, I haven't got any further than I did last week, so I am still in clue 4. I have finished my lace and I am up to my garter stitch. Oh, isn't it beautiful? This is Alpine. It is a Stellina base from Joko Namo Textiles. And I really want to get this finished. So I actually thought maybe I'm allowed to touch socks until I've got this finished. I have quite a bit of yarn left. And as I said last week, I am following a lady on Ravelry. I will put her username for Ravelry down in the description below. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down this week. And yes, I'm going to finish clue 4. I'm going to do 4 rows of the lace, 4 rows of the garter, and then cast off with the picot bind off. That is my plan. So yeah, I will let you know how that goes. So yeah, let me know how your knitting's going. If you're opening advents, which one do you have? How is it? What are you doing with it? Because I am curious. I've been watching a lot of the videos and thinking, you know, about next year. Do I want to get an advent? Do I not? It is a lot of mini skeins though. And because I knit socks, I don't know, I thought, oh, how much do I use them? I mean, I love mini skeins, but they really are kind of a contrast usually, aren't they, to your main sock yarn? Although the striped sock may have cured that for me too, because I do love how much of the mini skein you see. Like, it's not just an accent, it's like, yeah, it's fully part of the sock, isn't it? So yeah, I'd be really curious to know. Okay, well, that's it from me this week. Have a fantastic knitty week, guys. Thank you so much for the comments, the likes, subscribes. I will see you next week, next Thursday. Take care and happy knitting. Bye.